Have you ever found yourself lying awake at 2 a.m., replaying a conversation over and over, wishing you'd said something different? Or maybe you're stuck in a loop, obsessing over what someone said, something you did, or what might happen tomorrow. The mind becomes a battlefield. And worst of all, you're fighting yourself. Now, what if I told you there's a 2,000-year-old philosophy that can help you break that cycle? Not with toxic positivity or denial, but by completely changing how you relate to your thoughts. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like if you've ever been trapped in your own head with negative thoughts. And trust me, watch this all the way through, because understanding this could literally change your love life, your work life, and how you show up for yourself and others. This isn't just another self-help trick. It's a complete mindset shift, and it starts with one of the most painful chapters of my life. It was the end of a long relationship, 7 years, the kind where your identities are so entangled, you don't even know where you end and the other person begins. The breakup wasn't explosive, just empty, silence, distance, a slow death of something that once felt like the center of my universe. I'd sit on my couch scrolling through old texts, wondering what I could have done differently. My mind was a relentless narrator. You're not enough. You messed this up. You're going to be alone forever. At some point, I wasn't even grieving the relationship. I was just addicted to the pain of it. I didn't want to feel better. I just wanted to feel something. That's when a friend handed me a book, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I had no idea who he was at the time. Just some Roman dude with a beard, right? But then I read this line: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." I sat with that sentence for hours. What if the problem wasn't what had happened, but how I was thinking about it? Let's talk about the first principle of Stoicism, the dichotomy of control. This idea, originally from Epictetus, says there are two categories in life. 1, things you can control. 2, things you can't. That breakup, out of my control. Her feelings, her choices, gone, but my thoughts, my response, my emotions, that was mine to own. So I started small. Whenever a negative thought hit me, like "you're unlovable," I'd ask, is this in my control? And if it wasn't, I'd say, then it's not mine to carry. That simple practice, done consistently, started to chip away at the constant anxiety. It didn't erase pain, but it gave me space from it. Enough to breathe. Enough to start seeing clearly. But Stoicism isn't about becoming a cold, detached robot. It's about clarity. Here's a story from the Stoic master himself, Seneca. Seneca was exiled by Emperor Claudius, forced to leave Rome and everything he loved. But he didn't waste away in bitterness. Instead, he wrote letters, some of the most powerful Stoic wisdom we have today. He said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Think about that. Most of our negative thoughts aren't even about what is, they're about what might be. You send a text, no response. They hate me. You make a small mistake at work. I'm getting fired. Your partner's quiet. They're losing interest. None of that is reality. That's fear disguised as logic. Stoicism teaches us to confront that fear, not by pretending it's not there, but by interrogating it. Ask, is this true? Ask, what evidence do I have? Ask, what would I tell a friend in this situation? This turns your mind from an enemy into an ally. Now, let's zoom in on negative self-talk, one of the biggest mental traps we fall into. Imagine you're walking down the street and someone whispers in your ear, "You're a failure. Everyone sees it. You're not good enough." You turn around and say, "Who the hell are you?" But if it's your own voice saying that, suddenly it's truth? No, that voice is not you. It's a story your brain has rehearsed. A protective mechanism, sure, but one that's gone rogue. Stoicism helps you separate from that voice. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Let that sink in. You can revoke your negative thoughts. You don't have to believe everything you think. In my own journey, I started journaling every night. Just a few lines. What triggered me today? What thoughts followed? Were they true? Were they helpful? Over time, I noticed patterns, and awareness is the first step to transformation. Let's talk about love life, because here's where Stoicism gets deep. Most relationship problems aren't about the other person. They're about your reaction to them. Jealousy comes from fear of loss. Control issues come from insecurity. Clinginess? From lack of self-worth. Stoicism asks you to take radical ownership of your emotions, not to blame yourself, but to understand yourself. I remember dating someone new after that breakup. She was amazing. Kind, funny, emotionally intelligent, but I was scared. Every time she took a little longer to reply to a message, my brain whispered, "It's happening again." She's pulling away. Old pain, new face. But now I had the tools. I'd pause, breathe, ask, is this fear or fact? That one question saved the relationship. And more importantly, it saved me from sabotaging something beautiful. So how do we practice this in daily life? Here's your Stoic toolkit for transforming negative thoughts. Number 1, pause before reacting. When a thought hits, don't run with it. Sit with it. Ask, is this in my control? Number 2, journal. Don't let your thoughts live in your head rent-free. Get them on paper. Observe them without judgment. Number 3, reframe. Every obstacle is a chance to grow. Instead of, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Number 4, memento mori. Remember death, not in a morbid way, but to remember life is short. Most of what we stress about won't matter in a year, or even a week. Number 5, seek wisdom, not comfort. Read the Stoics. Watch your mind. Don't chase ease, chase understanding. Let me leave you with a final story. There's a man named James Stockdale, an American. Pilot shot down in Vietnam and held as a prisoner of war for 7 years, tortured, isolated. How did he survive? He credited the teachings of Epictetus. He said, "I never lost faith in the end of the story." That's what Stoicism gives us, not a way to avoid pain, but a way to endure it with dignity, to transform it into strength, to come out wiser, not just tougher. Your negative thoughts, they don't define you. They're just weather systems passing through the sky of your mind. You are not the storm. You are the sky. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed by your own thoughts, if you're tired of feeling like a prisoner inside your own head, remember this. You are not broken. You are not alone. And you are more powerful than you think. Because when you master your mind, you change your world. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.